This is going to be a very short one. Not going to take too much time. Definitely not going to be an hour, so maybe like 30 minutes if most. You know, I want to be somebody that others are inspired by. I want to be somebody that people look up to. I want to be a muse, essentially. I ask myself sometimes daily or even thinking about why did I become a filmmaker? Why did I decide that I wanted to write and craft stories? What is my message? What do I want to share to the world? I would be lying if I didn't say that it's depressing to mentally go through the frustration of not getting the support that you need to help you on your career. I don't try to be a person to feel much jealousy or envy or regret or remorse or sorrow, but I do feel as if what I'm doing isn't really working out. And I want to stop. But I know if I stop, my vision won't be carried out. See, I told you in the last one I'm the world's greatest. Not egotistical, just fact. And because of that is, I know my stories. I know what I have to offer to the world. But it's a shame that I cannot get the recognition that I deserve for it to feel like I'm spending time and effort that it's rewarded. I've said this countless times and I know it that each each person goes through the hardship and pain. It's our origin story. But I feel as if this is not so much a heroic journey, but a story that's turning me into a villain because the more I go through, the more I feel like fuck everybody. See, there's this funny meme or this discussion that's going on right now. Like, it says, like, oh, this is the part that I usually skip. And I wish I could just skip this part and dive right in, go straight through, run through to the part where I'm successful and I'm happy and I'm loved. But good God Almighty, why? I know that every diamond must go through pressure to become great, but good God Almighty, why? Why is it that good people have to have this type of development, this type of XP? You know what I'm saying? It's like I get it that when your nature is pure, you have to see the world for what it is and you have to make a choice and a decision. Every hero must make a choice to save or to sacrifice or, you know. So I'm not oblivious to the facts of the world and knowing how things are. So I know for a fact that this is my origin story to crafting me to become a better character or a better person. But good God. Good God Almighty. That's gonna be my new tag phrase. Good God. Good God Almighty. Gotta say it. Almighty. Cause yo, what the fuck? It's like, geez Louise. I have no words other to say but good God. Good God Almighty. All you can do is laugh. All you can do is make joke of the situation, but truly, oh boy. I feel like, I want to pick up my ball and go and leave. Like I said, I want to quit. I want to just forget about it. But forgetting about it, it's not going to do me any good because I know that if I don't do it, who will? If my stories are not released, the world is missing out on something fantastic. I'll say that I pushed myself to new heights because as I reflect on my filmmaking journey, I'm just like, what I wanted to create and what I'm creating now, the storytelling. I'm a huge fan of storytelling, strong characters, emotion. Before when I was younger, I didn't like dramas. Too much emotion and, it's not enough action. Like, I grew up watching karate movies, Jackie Chan, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard. All action films, but drama is what fuels action. So, right now, I'm getting a whole lot of drama. A whole lot of drama. But as I said, I just want to, skip this part and go straight to the action, but you can't. You need to have a cause and effect. And so I'm learning that there's a process of seeing how things are all come on, quote unquote, coming together. Speaking of the web series, I gave it all that I had. Nobody can't say that I didn't do what I needed to do or what I could do within my power, in my reach. For 3 months, 3 months, I shared every day in my stories. So you can't say I didn't know, I didn't see it. You just did not want to pay attention to it. You just did not care enough to even check it out. Probably sure most people are wondering, why am I putting a price tag on people watching something, right? Even for the cast and the crew. It's not about the money, it's about people deciding with their heart and their mind that they want to see it and support it. See, the money is just the principle, it's just the object of ticket of admission as it is. You want to spend $5 to see something. You don't want to spend $5, you don't want to see it. And I'm very adamant that there will be no other chance to watch this. So you missed your opportunity and your chance to watch something that you'll never know. And for everything else I do, it's going to be a price tag because it only lets me know that you're serious enough to watch it. Because when it's out for free, you can check it out tomorrow. Oh, I'll watch it, on Thursday, or I'll watch it whenever I feel like it. But knowing that it's limited time, you miss out. That's it. And every movie, right, that comes out, you gotta pay. What do you think these movies that are coming out in Hollywood? Price of admission. Nothing is free anymore. Because when it's free, you take it for granted. When it's there, you're willy nilly. It feels like there's no sense of urgency. Right? But in all honesty, everything is urgent. Everything has a time limit. When you abuse it, you're not able to really see the true nature of what something is. It doesn't matter to you. It's true, as they say, you're the only one that's going to go hard for yourself. Because it's you. If other people are going hard for you, then shit. All I really wanted was a stranger that I didn't talk to, somebody I didn't know, to tell me, I like what you're doing. Keep it up. And the reason why a stranger matters is because, of course, your family and friends are supposed to encourage you and love you. But somebody who just randomly was like, yo, I like what you're doing. Keep it up. That would be my joy. That would be my greatest treasure. It's really difficult to break into it. And it was why it's difficult to break into it, because people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's supporting at this stage. This is the critical stage. This is like a startup business. Put your money in, and it pays off in the end. But see, we all want to jump on the boat when it's already in the water. You don't want to jump in. You want to help when you're trying to get it from the shore to the water. You want to hop on the boat when it's already sailing. You want to jump on the business when it's already thriving. But I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I just have to accept that this is human nature. As shitty as it is. But this is human nature. I've learned to not really ask for much, because it's too much. All I ever wanted was love. All my life. From my parents, from my family, from friends, from romantic experts, whatever the word is. Adventures, I'll use that, because all I ever wanted was just a chance to be myself. Acceptance. But it feels like I'm fighting tooth and nail to just exist. And that's the part that I don't like. Fighting. Of course, nothing good is ever easy. But it should not be this difficult. I really shouldn't. This is just a heart to heart. Because, who am I even talking to? Who's listening? Who's watching? Why am I making this video? Who cares? Who gives a damn? There's so much darkness in my heart. Not even talking about Kingdom Hearts, because, that's what came into my mind, but darkness is real, man. There's darkness in everyone's heart, but it's been growing in mine for a very long time. Like I said, sometimes depression can really hit you like a brick, like a stone wall. Because this shit is depressing. It really is. It's sad, it's tragic, it's depressing. And there's no other word to really describe what it is other than it's pathetic. I just don't understand I don't fully understand people, even though I know the nature, even though I grasp the concept of free will. I just don't understand people who, or why they do what they do. Let's just say that. As far as I know, I'm the only vocal person that expresses who they are. And the world has been telling us for a very long time to just be yourself. But that's not true. They don't really want to see an individual. They want to see another clone and another sheep. They only care about making another product. You stand out, you're outcast. You're made fun of. You're an outsider. Like I said, all my life I've been an individual. I've been unique, even to my family, of just being myself. And I've been told many times, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you gotta be like this. You gotta fit into society's norms and their box. But all I want to be is just a person that just gets a chance to just doesn't have to fight to defy the norms and just exist. But there's no guarantee at all. And what I mean by that is, there's no guarantee that any of us will really reach the goals that we have, or dreams or aspirations, but we continue to do it in hopes that one day we can find the enlightenment and the journey will pay off. It's like I said, all I want is love and appreciation. That's it. The fame, that's just a sugarcoat word of just having the love and appreciation, our following. Because I really want to make a difference in this world. But a nobody can't make a difference if nobody is giving them the opportunity to show who they are. Being a filmmaker for over 10 years, writing stories, crafting, all those things. And though I have a catalog, what has come from me making these films and these movies? Like every project I make feels like it's a step closer to something else, but in the end, what have I really done? What have I really accomplished? I've made so many projects, but for what? For whom? Why? Why does the world need to see it? Even though I said what I make, but that's the question. Am I making something because I want love and respect? Even though I said that too. Or am I making it because I want to share something? So I share it. So I create it. It's out there. It's posted. But now I think of it as food in a restaurant, right? It's on the menu. My projects are on the menu. You order it, you eat it. You don't, well, it's still on the menu, right? It's still existing in the ether. And I don't really care about much feedback as to what to improve on. Because I'm going to improve. I'm going to become better. Each project that I make is not the same. Each time I film something is not the same way. So I'm ever changing, I'm ever evolving my approach to crafting and making these stories. So what exactly am I really searching for? Why do we create? It's a hard and honest question. Why do we create? Why do these movies exist? Because you can't tell me that people are doing it for solely on joy alone. I mean, now we know Hollywood's making it for money. But before then, the first person who made a film reel, why? That made a movie, why? You know, when we think of William Shakespeare writing poetries and poems and, you know, plays, why? Before him being commissioned by the king or the rulers or whatever it is to make these plays and these things, him writing poems, was it self-expression? Was it for love? Was it for friends? Because now we turned everything into some type of monetary gain, some type of reward for just making art. Picasso, Jackson Pollock, so many others. Why do they do what they do? We know art is usually done for expressing a mood or a feeling of what you see. So, you know, people who do landscape paintings of trees and a Sunday breeze or Saturday morning or, you know, rainy days on Friday nights, whatever. We know we're capturing what we see in the world and we want to reflect it out there. So I ask myself, why do I really want to tell these stories? I have these ideas, but why do they need to be executed by me? Can't someone else do it? Or is it something that is right about me or wrong about me? That my adaptation, my understanding, my way of crafting the story is the way that it needs to come out. Because I've heard that no idea is truly original. No idea is truly unique. The universe grants us this opportunity to have inspiration, and you have a certain amount of time to capitalize it before it goes to somebody else. So now I'm thinking, what if I just don't capitalize on any of these ideas and let someone else take care of it? Save myself the heartache, save myself the stress, and just stop doing shit. Let my soul die creatively and just live my life. So I look at it, a lot of people at work, did they want to be something else? Or did they get fucked so royally in the ass that they just gave up? So as you can tell, this is all depression talking. So I'm just letting it just do what it does. But getting back on track, back to me now. What happened for them to give up on their dreams and just give in to the world? Because I'm pretty sure you do not want to be working at this fucking job as an usher and ticket taker. sure you wanted to be in the NBA or the NFL, or to be a swimmer maybe, or a baseball player, or you wanted to, you know, make food or sew shoes or whatever it is. So I'm pretty sure the job that you're in right now is just to make it stable for you can have some money on the table, but I'm pretty sure you have other dreams and aspirations, but it just hasn't kicked off yet. I believe the world always gives us whatever we want on our hearts, and it's our job to just do it. Because I can tell you, I've tried many career paths. At first, I wanted to be a police officer, and then I changed, and I wanted to make comic books and make animes, and then I was like, oh, let me just do music and become a rapper or a singer, and now photographer and videographer. So I'm pretty sure by next year, maybe 3 years from now, I probably might change my mind and do something else. Perhaps I'm just trying to find my place in the world, because I haven't gotten love in any of those aspects. Drawing, music, photography, videography. Just put it on a list. That shit that I tried to break out with that just has not gotten the reception that it needs. And it's not so much that I'm trying for 1 or 2 years and giving up. No, it's just the fact that money and time and effort is being spent, and I'm working as hard as I can, and the results are not coming out. So it's not giving up because it's not going my way. It's usually just trying to shift and adapt to not waste my time and energy to something that may just not be for me. Do I truly need to be making these movies? Serious question. Could someone else do what I do? I could just have the idea. Could someone else be putting the movie together and making it? Does it have to be me? Do I have to be in charge? Do I have to be the one behind the scenes? Survey says yes. It has to. Because, like I said, I'm the world's greatest. You won't find another person like me. Not ego talking, just the truth. Because as fucked up, as dark and hurt, and crippled as life has shown me, my unique perspective, my point of view, is what is a saving grace. You know, I watch a lot of movies, like I said, karate movies, action movies, things in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, even 70s, going back. And I study human emotions, I study people, and I craft that in my stories, and I make it realistic and true as possible. So without me, then, I don't think it'd be possible to do anything else. I know I'm the only one that can do it the way that it needs to be done. In my head, as a true 1-to-1 ratio in adaptation that comes from my mind to the paper to the screen. So I encourage you all, watch my shit. Do you not feel something? Take the technical aspects out of it, of what the sound may be, or the camera angles, or whatever it is, but just listen to the story, the dialogue, and the characters. Do you not feel something? Are you that dead inside that you don't feel the emotion? The music, made by me. I use my friends' music. I don't use no pop culture. I don't use no one else's beats or songs. It's by my people, me, my friends, or stuff that I've crafted. Only people that I know that have the same drive and feel as me get a chance. So, I think I talked long enough. Because as I said, I don't want this to be a long video. But I did want to just speak. To just be honest. Of course, there's a lot of feelings, let's say that, in my head, in my heart. And I watch a lot of people make videos on YouTube, podcasts, things of that nature. And it's very amazing how they edit their videos to have one complete thought. But do you really want to watch something that is edited to look a certain way? Or do you want to see the true nature and the feeling of somebody? And you see how they maneuver and move around to get to their point. Might seem long. Of course, people edit stuff to keep a short attention span. So that's another thing too. Apparently, my shit is too damn long. People don't want to sit down and watch a 15-minute movie when they can watch something for a minute and 2 minutes. I don't have 1 2-minute content. Because that's not really true feeling. That's a little sample. See, I get it. You want to give people a sample of what you are and then they move on, but I'm raw. If I'm going to try something, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all in and not put my toe in. Dive straight in. I don't even test the water when I jump into the shower. I just jump in. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just crazy. Or maybe I'm just raw. These are all up for interpretation. But in closing, I'm curious to see what comes next. Curious to see what life has in store for me. Because I have no idea. I'm not even sure what I should do right now. I know I'm taking a break. I have to take a break. I've spent too much time jumping from project to project. And I really sat down and just enjoyed life. From the time that I've made my first project in 2015, I've just been making projects ever since. 2016, I tried to make a project, didn't work. I didn't have a camera. Brought my first camera. Did some school projects. In 2018, did my first independent project. And then from there, I've just been trying to make better projects from that project. And over, and over, and over, and over. So I'm never satisfied. I always know I can do better. Because the circumstances have always fucked me over. You know? There hasn't been a project that I've been a part of that everything went right. Every project that I've made, there was either an issue of not having enough crew, not having the gear that I needed to really make the movie that I want to make. So I'm never satisfied. I've never made a project where I've said, you know what, this is it. I keep making more projects to cover up the bad film experience from the past one, from the last project. So in essence, I've been on this journey, and I've been trying to clean my ass. I've been trying to patch holes. It's really sad because, fuck. Is there any project that I've made that I'm just like, this is the best I can do? I mean, logically, theoretically, it's the best I can do at the time, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not maxed out. I mean, could it be the same analogy that I said earlier, that people don't fuck with me right now because the boat's not ready? But then when will the boat be ready? Where is the cap? Where is the end result? When is it that I'm at my best? I don't think I ever will be. So I feel like it's a never-ending chase, because every project is just not the best work. Yeah, you get the film gear, you get the tools, but something is always wrong. I just don't know what it is. Something is always wrong for me to just not be where I need to be. Strange. I don't have the answers. And I wish that I did. I really do. I really wish that I had the answers as to when will it be enough. When will I be at my peak? In my head, I think about money. Maybe when I have the funds that I need to make the project I need to make, but then more money, more problems, right? More money, more problems. More money, more problems. My favorite catchphrase. It is what it is. Just throw your hands up, because what can you really do? But just live your life and just do what you can. So, I say to you all, and I leave you with this. Life is a never-ending journey. Say life is a marathon and not a race. We all want to get to the end. We all want to skip the part of hardship and pain. But the hurdles and obstacles that we go through right now, that's just, that's just experience. That's just XP. That's just sharpening the sword. That's just pressure for the diamonds. That's just the cocoon for the caterpillar. But when it's butterfly season, can't wait. Can't wait for it to be butterfly season. Diamond hasn't been hardened yet. Hasn't gotten the right temperature and the right type of, I don't know. But when it's time, you'll know. And you'll feel it. So right now I haven't felt like it's time. It's not time for me to quit. It's not time for me to throw in the towel. It's not time for me to say that it's over. The chapter has not closed yet. I just want, before I die, to know that I did everything that I could do. I told all the stories that I could tell. That everything I did was worthwhile. And it wasn't a waste of time. Because right now it feels as if time's been wasted, resources has been spent, and the results have not paid off. It's like putting a seed in the ground and watering it, and there's no buds. I can't see the roots. I can't see what it's doing underneath. I'm only looking at the surface. The yeast hasn't risen yet, in the bread. It hasn't popped. The kernels haven't been, put to the right heat and temperature for it to. Strong woman, right? I had to do that. It hasn't had the right type of energy. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but hasn't had the right energy and time for it to manifest to what it needs to be. Growth is still happening. Just have to be patient. Just got to kick back my chair and wait. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until it pays off. You wanna wait with me? You wanna come on the journey and see where it goes? Nah. You're not ready for that. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. You couldn't handle it. You can't handle it. The elevation is too high for you. It's over 11,000. You're not an eagle. You can't handle it. You're just not ready for it. But hey, I'll let you know when I come back down to your level. I'll let you know. Until then, till we meet again.